I bet every New Yorker has heard of congestion pricing, a proposed tool for vehicles entering Manhattan south of 60th Street. The program was originally planned to start at the end of June of this year, but was paused by New York Governor Kathy Hochul prior to the start date. In this video, instead of arguing about if we should implement the policy or not, I wanted to talk about a list of things that could probably be done in New York City if the policy was implemented. So if one day the program is revised, we could take action on them. Let us start with the obvious. With an expectation of more transit riders after congestion pricing starts rolling, the transit system needs improvements to handle the increased ridership. First, I would suggest trying out de-interlining. This will be able to increase capacity with a low cost. A great place to start will be the F and M swap, where the F will be rerouted via 53rd Street and M will be rerouted via 63rd Street. Secondly, I would suggest speeding up the CBTC signal installation across the subway system. CBTC signals will allow trains to run more frequently and will make service more reliable. These improvements will be able to benefit existing riders as well as ones who join after congestion pricing. To make New York's transit system more attractive, I would also suggest speeding up the installation of elevators and ramps on both subway and commuter rail, testing platform screen doors at eligible stations, and renovating stations that are in critical conditions. Besides improvements to the existing system, I would suggest a series of extension projects to expand the reach of transit. I have made multiple videos on this topic, and the list could be really long, but here are my top priorities. Queens Link, aka reactivation of the Rockaway Beach branch, Interborough Express, N-train extension to LaGuardia Airport, 7-train extension in northeastern Queens, 2nd Avenue Subway Phase 2 with a 125th Street crosstown extension, Utica Avenue Subway, and a unified regional rail network. The expansions will bring transit service to transit deserts and will greatly benefit those who live there. With fewer cars in Manhattan, pedestrians, cyclists, and buses could be greatly benefited, and we should consider converting some streets and avenues to be car-free. Many cities, including New York City, have done this before, and it has proved to be successful. These streets could be converted to be for pedestrians and bikes only, greatly improving their safety and therefore encouraging more people to get around by biking or walking. We should also consider converting selected streets and avenues to a corridor for buses. Dedicated lanes without interference will make buses move much faster than before. It will be a big win for people who ride them. In the future, we could even consider bringing back streetcar lines on busy bus corridors, increasing the speed and capacity on them. With fewer cars in Manhattan, fewer parking spaces will be needed. We could consider converting some of these unneeded parking lots into green spaces, which will not only be a great place to relax, socialize, study, work, etc., but will also reduce carbon emissions in a dense concrete jungle like Manhattan. My overall goal is to create many central parks all across Manhattan, perfectly blending urban and nature. I can see a lot of great potential in what we can do to Manhattan streets with fewer cars. Transit riders, cyclists, and pedestrians will greatly benefit from them. Really hope that these things could be accomplished when congestion pricing is revised sometime in the future. What are your thoughts on my ideas of what we can do after congestion pricing is implemented? Share with me in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.